used it. Oh, and that's just when you're doing city charge. Okay, here it is. That's a zero.
Okay, so if you guys don't know me, I feel like you know Mary and I, 'cause we are now everywhere gypsies. But we go all over the place. So, but I was at the high school for 10 years before we started doing this. So I taught family consumer science, so foods, child development, all that fun stuff. So in my class, well, let me just say, during COVID, this resulted out of that. I felt like we all are tech savvy after that era. But I am gonna show you sort of how, like, I'm gonna show you my site that's still up. Like, you could go on there and look at it, and then you guys will actually make one today if you want to make one. Okay. So on top of my computer, which probably I wasn't supposed to do, but I had a little piece of paper that said Miss Women's Substitute website. And then I had the website up there. So literally anybody could sit down for whatever reason. They could go to that, like even the kids could go to, like the students could go to it and access that. So when they type that in, this is what they would see. Wish I could hide. Can you hide this? I don't know.
What about that little blue?
Oh, hide video. No, that's not it. What is it?
There was a little blue.
Show hide floating meeting. There it goes. Okay. But this is what they would see once they came to that website. And it all stemmed out of the high school had, well, I think we all do now, like the red emergency folders, like, you know. So it was like that, and then Miss Disney was our frontline sub, and she was like, I really wish, because she would go to all like the different or all the different classes. I really wish there was like one thing all teachers would have. Like, I wish all teachers would have this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put all this on one thought, and then there it is. So you would come to this website, and they would see, thank you for subbing for me. Here are some of my rules. And then I would have my class rosters on there so they could see face to name, things like that. And then I would have my class schedule and then my contact information. So these things over here to the left were the things that we were either required to have, or it was like suggested, please leave for your sub. So here was just like some rules. So, and then like I had some documents, like obviously it's not up there now, but these were links. So I could the sub could click on this and it would tell them how to log into Netflix or whatever. So I would leave them things like that. Then I had my classroom rules on there. So that way they sort of know. And then I would give them what to do if they needed to, like there was a write-off right there if I wanted to do that. Have the school map, what to do during the different drills if they needed to do that. And then I also put on like if they needed to like contact somebody in the hallway, they could put that on there. And then all of our people that we needed to do. So the main thing that they would want is the lesson plan. So here's mine. This was my one from May 3rd. Was when I was not here that day. But what they could do is they could click on this and it would take them to a Google Doc. And then this was my sub plan for the day. And so they could scroll through there. You could even list like, you need to print this worksheet. You need to blah, blah, blah. You could attach it there. And then at the end of the day, I had a little survey that they would fill out, like, how did today go? So like, let's see. Well, I can't type a name. Oh my gosh. And then it would ask like, how was class behavior for first block? You know, what about, oh, Mary was terrible. Noise level, like, oh, students who misbehave, any announcements, and then it would ask for each block, and then they would submit that at the end. So that's kind of how I use mine. So obviously you can use this however you want, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to set you guys up so you can make it how you want it to do. Okay. So now it's going to be your turn. Okay. So if you guys will, on your computer, if you'll go to your little Rubik's Cube, if you will, and it should be listed down here in some of your Google Suite stuff, but you're looking for Google Sites. Yeah. And it kind of looks like the forms, like picture. Okay, so once you get there, it's going to look something like a normal Google thing would be, like Google Sheets, Google whatever. Okay. So you can, if you want, you can use one that, like, you can use the template if you want to. It's up to you. Or you can create your own. They give some designs in there. So we're gonna do it together. Okay, we'll just do it together. All right. So I'm gonna hit blank site. And then if you want to change the colors and things, you'll just go to themes. And you can pick any kind of theme that you want. And again, you can go back and change this later, but I would just say for today, you can pick one that just you love. I'll go with this one. No, I don't like that. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. And if I'm going too fast, you'll let me know. Like, tell me to slow down. Okay, so once you get in here and you've picked what color you want, first thing I would do is go up here to the site, and I would probably just name it your name, or whoever, like Miss Jessica's class or Miss Jessica's this. Okay, so, and if you ever want to see what it looks like, now that you have something on here, you can hit publish. And so that's what your website's going to be called. Now, if you don't want it to be that long, you can change it to something shorter. So like I could change it to Jalen's. That way. And you'll see like up there right here, this is what they would have to type in. Like whoever is trying to access that. Now, while you are here, you need to change who can see this, because they may not log in with the Henry K-12 email. And they wouldn't be able, it would say like, no, this site is unavailable. So once you get ready to publish, see where it says anyone at Henry, we're going to change that. And we're going to move it to public. So publish site right here. You'll want to change, like, that is very, very important, because the first time I did this, I couldn't figure out why no one else could see it. And that's what it was. So just make sure that your site is public. So to do that, you went up to publish. Here, I can do this. So to make it public, go up to publish. Like if you want to change it, if you want to change the back end of your website name, you can. And then you're going to hit who can view my site and just make sure that it says public. And if you need help, let me know. Okay. Okay. And then we'll hit publish. And then now, if you click on this little icon, looks like a computer / phone together, you can see like this is what it would look like if somebody came to my site. So you can always go back and forth. Like once you add something, like, did that go on there? I don't know. You can go and do that and see. And then you just exit out. Okay. So maybe this is your welcome page. Welcome. And then we're going to put some stuff in here. So we may want to put a text box, or you can do this where it's kind of already, it has spaces in there. Like maybe you want to put a picture, but I'm just going to say I'm going to put a text box and say, thank you for subbing for me today. All information you need can be found here. Okay. So to get, I'm going to go back over here. So to get these little tabs on the side, we're going to go to pages, and those are these are called your pages here. So we want to add a page. And so let's call this one lesson plan. Now you can see, I'm going to go back up here. You can see that my toolbar is going to be at the top. If you don't like that and you want to put it over to the side like this one, we can change that. So I'm going to X out of that. And that is under the settings. So if you want to change the toolbar, where it says, so
catching up on myself.
under navigation, the mode where it says top, you can move it to side. And then you can change the color also. So maybe you want it to stand out. So see, now it's over here to the side, and I've got it kind of blocked out. Okay. So if I need that again, so we're going to settings, and then it's talking about your navigation bar. So you can either have it at the top where they can click to the different pages, or it can be on the side. And then you can change it to whether it's transparent or it can be white or black, like a background. And then you can add other things on here too if you want to. So it's up to you. Oh, a new page. Okay. So when you're here, you'll go to pages and then the plus. Yeah. So now I'm on my lesson plan page. So what I did was, this is what I found. It is easier to put everything in Google Drive, to have it there, and then add it over. So I'm going to go to Google Drive, and I'm going to look for my sub. Okay, so let's say I want to use this one. I don't know. Okay, there's my sub plan. So I know I'm wanting to use this. So again, here is you can do it 2 different ways. It's up to you. Okay. However you might want to do it. You could create a document that is your subplan all the time, or each time you are absent, you would have to add that link in. So here's what I mean by that. So just so I don't mess this one up. So I'm going to name this document Miss Lemon's Sub Plan. And here again, this is where you have to make sure your website is public and you have to make sure this document is public. So when I go to share, I need to make sure it's anyone with link and not just our Henry County people. So anyone with the link can see this thing, okay, can see this document. So anyone with the link. So those are the two things you need to make sure that are public. The link to your subplan, and if you're using a Google Doc. But if it's like a PDF, you don't have to do that because they can just open it, you know. Or if it's like a Word document, you could just open it. So hit that. So we're done. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy my link now that it's public. And I'm going to come back over here. And I'm going to say, click here for today's sub plan. Now you can either do it like this, and we can insert a link like that, if you want to do it that way. Or you can highlight text if you want. So let's say, like, I know, like, I would go on trips a lot, like, I'd be out multiple days. So I would say, like, here are the sub plans for this week. And then I would say, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I would link each document to those days. So, like, maybe this was Monday sub plan. So I would highlight that and insert so they could see it. Yeah, so you can highlight the text and put in a little link. I'm just going to let you know I am doing I'm recording this. So if you need to come back and refer to it, it should be on there. Okay, so you'll insert a link. And then it should be there. So for example, you can see if it's going to work. Here's the sub plans for the week. And if I click on Monday, it pops up my. Now let's just say I did this this is 2:30 in the morning. And you wake up and you're puking, right? So you have to scramble to get something to get. If you have this on here, if you have this document here, today we are going outside. I don't know. So all you would essentially have to do is, if this is already on your website, all you would have to do is come change this Google Doc, and that was it. And it would, like, you wouldn't have to publish your site. You wouldn't have to update anything. All you would have to do is update that, and it would change. So, like, here, I'll do this. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to copy my link and say, click here for sub plan. So I've uploaded my link. There it is. So I'm going to see what it looks like. Click in here. Today we're going outside. Yay. Okay. Now here I am at home. It's the next day. Today we are watching a movie. I don't know. So I've updated that. It's saved in my drive. That's all I've done. I've just changed the document. Somebody logs on to my website and it's already updated. So you're just updating one document and you're not having to, because each time you make a change to your website, it's going to make you publish it. So if you're going to be out for multiple days, once you add all your new stuff in, you'll just have to hit publish. And it's going to show you like what things you've changed on here. That just kind of prevents you from having to go in and do this. Like, I've changed my Google Doc. Now I have to go to my website. You're not having to do both things at one time. Now, again, you can use this for anything in your classroom. Like, if you wanted to, I know we have our teacher pages like on the district website and stuff. But you can use this like in addition to, or this may be easier for you to work with. I don't know. I know sometimes I got a little confused on like the back side with like that drill chair. It's hard to add stuff in and it looks weird. It may be a little easier to navigate this. Since I feel like we're such a Google school anyway, like we're used to Google stuff. But you can, again, you can add anything. You can add pages. You can add videos. Like if you want the kids to watch a YouTube video, you can put that in there. So like images, drive, you can embed, like, let's just say we want them to watch, I don't know. Yes, that's all. These, yeah, these are the different pages. Yeah. And let me tell you, don't be discouraged because it's a lot of work up front. Okay. Like it took me a long time, like a couple days, you know, doing it a little here and there to put it in. But like once it's there, it's there. And I'm more than happy. Let me go back here. I'll tell you what I did. I made it. And then you can see down here, I have Paige Drew's. So I sent her a copy of mine. So like, I'm more than happy to send you a copy of mine and you just have to make your own. And so you already have some stuff in there. Does that make sense? Like I can do that if y'all want me, just let me know. I don't mind doing that at all. Like sharing a copy of that. But like this is Paige's. Oh, she's even updated it. So I guess she is using it. So like this was her stuff. Oh, yeah, this is right here. Let's see. We can look at hers. So like she just sort of used the stuff that I had. You just keep adding. Yeah. And it'll, I mean, it can be, yeah, it'll keep. And you actually can, let me go back here. You can move stuff around if you want to. So like, for example, our stuff changed every year. So like if I wanted, like I can repeat, like maybe I wanted this to go below, like you can move it around to however, just move your pieces around. And you can see, I don't know if y'all saw when I started moving that, you see those like this, the grid stuff, it'll kind of show you where it's going to go. But that's how you're doing like a text box or a picture or, and again, they kind of give you some like templates, I guess, to use. And like they have so much stuff. I didn't use all this, but I mean, like you can put a Google slide in here, a form. I mean, it's a whole lot of stuff that you could do. So let's just say, maybe want to put this one in here. So here's a video. Maybe when they come to my page and like you can make it bigger. Oh, good gosh. I'm sorry. So I can look and see. Oh, here's a video. They can watch it. You know, there it is. So it's there for them to see if you wanted to do that. And if you don't want it, you can just delete it. And it has a lot of different things. Like the first time I put my picture in there, it kept making it small. And I was like, what is it doing? And so I had to uncrop it, is what it was called. Like, so it made it big because it kept like shrinking in the sides. And I was like, what is going on? And that's what it was. You can replace it. So like when I get my new class for the year, I can just hit replace the image. So I can, that way I'm not having to move everything. Like I don't have to delete it and put it back in. You can replace stuff so that you've got sort of your placeholders there. Okay. Does anybody need me to help? I mean, that's kind of all I have. I know it's like overwhelming. It's a lot. It's a lot all at one time. Yes, come get some coffee. And my husband told me I can't make coffee. It's because I don't drink coffee. I was getting all of my stuff ready. I was like, what is this? I was like, coffee for tomorrow. Well, you don't even know how to make coffee. I was like, I don't know.
Like your little take the girl outside. Can't take that. I'm gonna have some. Who's in here next? You don't wanna, you might wanna leave it out.
What?
I mean, they might.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm in here until,
Oh, your name,
Yes.
yours is a different session next.
yeah, I have 2 more and then lunch.